Salutations, friends. We're going to read another story about fall or autumn. That's the season we're in now, when the season starts to look different outside and things start to feel a little different. All right, before we read our book, let's remember the song for the seasons. Get your finger ready. We're not in the season of winter. So shake, ooh, it's so cold. Uh-uh. We're not in the season of spring, when plants grow. Uh-uh. We're not in the season of summer, when it's hot, hot, hot. Uh-uh. We're in the season of fall, when all little leaves start to fall off the trees. Now, let's read our story. It's called Acorns Everywhere. That's the title. And when I look at the front cover, I see a squirrel. I think he's a squirrel. And look what he's holding. Do you see these little brown things? They're called acorns. They're like little seeds. And sometimes they fall out of the tree, or sometimes little squirrels take them out of the tree. I see some other words down here. I see a name. It says Kevin Sherry. Kevin Sherry is the author. That means he wrote the words or the text. Remember that word? Text. All right. Oh, we better look at the back cover. Sometimes the back cover has an illustration that gives us a clue about what's going to be in the book. When I look on the back cover, I see two little mice. Do you see them down here? And look at all those brown acorns. Now I'm very curious what's going to happen. Bonk. There's only one word on this page. Bonk. That's a sound word. Do you see the little squirrel? It looks like that giant acorn fell on his head, boing, and bounced off. Look at his expression. Does he look shocked? Acorns everywhere. There's the title. Whoops. Again. When you see the title again inside the book, that's called the title page. Say title page. And there's that happy squirrel with the big eyes. And there's a lot of acorns. And in the background, use your eagle eye. Do you see that little mouse running away with one of the acorns? Now look at the squirrel's face. Something very important is happening. He says, I must hide them. Why does he have to hide the acorns? I wonder why. Watch Miss Hilaire turn the page softly. Gather, he says. That means collect, to get them all. He's gathering the acorns. And look, he's pulling it out of the hands of that little mouse. Is that what we do in pre-K? If we want something, do we grab it out of our friend's hands? No. There's the squirrel, and the text says, dig, bury. Dig means go like this down in the ground, and that's what the squirrel's doing. He's digging. If he buries it, it's going to go under the ground. Now use your eagle eye, smart pre-K friends. There's something going on back here in the picture. Do you see the bird flying by? What's in his mouth? And look over there behind that tree. Do you see a bear with acorns? Wow. Gather, dig, bury. He's still trying to hide all of his acorns. And look, he pulled at one that the bluebird was holding, and pop! The little cap came off the acorn. Look at the squirrel's hand. Use your eagle eye. Do you see him putting acorns into the tree? When the season gets colder, it's harder for animals to find food, and squirrels get ready for that. They get ready by gathering and digging and burying their acorns. So when the season changes again to winter, they'll have enough food. That's important business. Look, he's pushing those acorns down into the ground. That's a lot of acorns, my friend. Can you see them up close? What's over here? Are those bare feet? It says, gather, dig. I wonder what's going to happen next. Berry? Look at the bear. He's putting his hand out like this to the squirrel. What does that mean? Do you know? I think it means stop. The bear is telling the squirrel, stop. The bear thinks the squirrel is doing something he shouldn't do. And then the bear says, berries. That's that word. He thought the squirrel was going for his berries. Do you see those blackberries, friends? Those are some yummy, yummy little purple berries. Now the squirrel says, phew. He thought he was in trouble with that bear. There's Happy Bear. He's eating his blackberries. And there's the squirrel under the fall tree. All right, so far so good. But then a long, long word. It says grumble. Do you see the squirrel looking at his tummy? His tummy is grumbling. It's making sounds. When you get hungry, does your stomach kind of grumble, and maybe make a sound? The little squirrel says, now, where did I put those acorns? He's been so busy looking at the bear, wondering what the bear wanted, seeing the bear eating the berries. Did you notice in the background? Did you notice all the little animals were doing something the whole time? I see acorns up in the tree. I see the acorns that the squirrel tried to bury. I see a bluebird eating some of those berries. And over there, there's the two little mice eating some berries. But now, look at the squirrel. Do you see his hand touching the top of his head? Like, oh, I can't remember. After all that, he forgot where he hid his acorns. Then he starts to look at those berries, those big, big blackberries. And he says, what do you think the squirrel is thinking about? Look at his face. I see his tongue sticking out like, something yummy. Do you think he's going to try to get a berry? Let's see. He is. Now he says, berries everywhere, berries. It's not acorns everywhere anymore. He doesn't care about the acorns now. Now he wants berries. But look at the mice. Are they happy about that? No. There's one little word over here. It says squeak. I don't think they're very happy. And that's the end of the book called Acorns Everywhere. Just a fun little story about fall, my friends. All right, good listening once again. Everybody have a wonderful day. Friends at home, finish those seesaw lessons, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another story, guys. Bye bye.